Hey guys, what's up? I'm Morgan and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me and for tuning in to today's video, because it is all about SEO and how you can get better search rankings when it comes to your product business, your client-based business, or your personal brand, which would be your personal website. What you need to understand on the back end of your websites in order to get people continuously coming. You need to boost your search rankings within all of these search engines. But before I get into today's topic, I do want to reintroduce myself to all of my new subscribers. First of all, thank you guys for subscribing to this channel. It really means a lot to me, and it really keeps me motivated to keep bringing you guys content every single week. Now back to my introduction of myself. I created a swimwear brand called Mayhem Swim in June of 2018 with only $500, and you guys have probably found me from this video up here. I also link it in the description box. And with my swimwear brand, I didn't have a lot of information on what it is to run a swimwear brand or what it's like to start a swimwear brand, because it seems to be a little hush-hush within the fashion space. So I created this YouTube channel to help you guys out with discovering your brand identity through creating a brand aesthetics. I have a lot of knowledge about branding. I've worked with branding. I've worked in pretty much every aspect of the fashion industry, so I chose branding as my main focal point because I do think it is what you need to start with in order to create a long lasting brand through and through. Now, through starting this YouTube channel, I have been able to leverage this information and all this content that I've been producing and turn it into a client-based business where I help you guys one-on-one with strategy calls or through personal private coaching. So that is my spiel. And if you find anything about my content that you happen to like, please subscribe. Please give my videos a thumbs up because it helps other viewers see my videos as well, and also engage in the comment section because I usually have a question that I would really like feedback on. So keep on watching because we're about to dive in. Let's talk about SEO, which is search engine optimization. Whenever I'm talking to my clients, or if I'm doing a private coaching or a group call on Zoom, and someone asks about SEO, or they ask about what it is and how to boost their website into the search rankings, I always tell them to start off very specifically with keywords. Okay, if you don't know what a keyword is, it is self-explanatory. The keyword is your description. Okay, a description of what it is that people would normally type in to find said product. All right, so another form of a keyword is a hashtag. People like to use hashtag, but ultimately a hashtag is a keyword. So for instance, on Instagram, you would probably go to the search bar and then you would hashtag swimwear. That is a very big keyword, you know what I mean? So swimwear can be anything under the category of bikinis. It could be separates, it could be a tankini, it could be a one piece. And swimwear is so much of a broad word that you don't want to probably search that one because you're going to get thousands of pictures of swimsuits or swimwear images. So to narrow that down, you can type in something along the lines of one piece swimsuit. So a one piece swimsuit would narrow it down a little bit further, and it will go into all the pictures of people in one piece swimsuits, you know, very, very specific. Or you can narrow it down even further and you can type in black one piece swimsuit, and it will narrow it down a lot more further and turn it into just a category of black one piece swimsuits. You can even go further into a keyword and you can type in something along the lines of black high cut one piece swimsuit or black high cut one piece, and it's going to narrow that search engine down even further and help you focus in on exactly what you are looking for. So keywords are very, very, very important when you are trying to rank your product in these search engines to get that organic growth, to get those returning customers, because you want to understand that when you are titling products, I know it seems cutesy to do something like this is the Bobby Bombay, you know, one piece. You know, nobody's going to type in Bobby Bombay one piece unless they already are familiar with your brand and they purchase from your brand, or they're very familiar with your advertising and they actually want to search that so they can land on your website. But if you are trying to utilize and boost your search rankings, especially for a new business or a new brand, you need to make sure that you are utilizing this step at least 3 times. I do this the same thing. I do this back to back when it comes to this YouTube channel for this video right here, when it comes to my products on my website, when it comes to my Instagram content. I use keywords all the time because it helps people dial into what it is that I am trying to promote. Okay, so use your keywords wisely and make sure your title has that keyword that you want people to search for within that title. So moving along from keywords, you want to actually never ever leave your product descriptions blank. I do have a video about product descriptions. I'm going to link it up here in the cards as well as in the description box below. But you never want to leave your description box blank when it comes to trying to describe your product, because you have to think in terms of you being a boss and you trying to gain a new customer. So if you're trying to sell a product, you're not going to leave it blank because they're not going to know any information about that product. You want to give your customers the benefit of doubt when it comes to them being smart enough to just purchase it off of the goodwill of it being an amazing, high quality product. Okay, you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you are looking at your website as if a baby is looking at it and learning how to read and learning how to understand how life works. So describe your products through and through, and do not be lazy with this. Okay, and the general idea is most new brands, they only put specs. And if you don't know what I'm talking about by specs, they try to label things as far as if you're trying to describe this tank that I got on right now, this little crop top tank, you're probably going to say it's 100% cotton. It's a tank. It's cropped. That's the specs. This is the obvious things. What you want to do when you're utilizing and trying to boost that keyword search, you want to use the exact same title that you have used to title your product. You want to take that title, put it in the description box, and build a whole description around it, while also utilizing other keywords that will help navigate back to the initial keyword. So again, for example, I'm going to keep using this so you don't get confused. I'm going to use black high cut one piece swimsuit over and over and over again for this example. Okay, so I have in my product title, I'm going to be advertising a black high cut one piece swimsuit, but I'm going to name this product so that it's just not black one cut high cut one piece. I'm going to name this the Kelsey black high cut one piece. Now, when it comes to labeling or naming your products, you can use names or catchphrases or whatever it is, but you also want to make sure that keyword is very, very visible, because that's what people are actually searching for. Okay, so I named mine Kelsey because this is the style. Kelsey is the style. Okay, now the black is the color. Okay, and the high cut is the actual description of what type of swimsuit you are looking for. So I have so many keywords already within this, in just the product title. So now when I implement this into the product description, I'm going to say our Kelsey black high cut one piece is amazing. It fits true to size. It has a very luxe feel, luxe fabric, and this will be a great high cut. This will be a great black high cut one piece to pair with you can add another product that goes along with that on your website, insert product, or this would be a great item to pair with our beachwear denim, because it fits. It also works as an alternative one piece, which fits like a bodysuit or something like that. My mind is all scrambled, but you guys can get where I'm going with this. You have to elevate your brand around a bunch of products. So if you, in your description box, if you can not only utilize your keywords, you can utilize your other products within your own brand, because that's going to boost the other product, and people are going to continue to search and live on your website. Now, this is the big one, okay? So now that you have your keywords and you have your description box and you understand that you are leveraging two already, and I told you guys I have a 3-point system when it comes to how I boost my ranking in the search engines. I also like to add ALT descriptions. If you don't know what that is, please really get familiar with this on the back end of your website. When you upload a photo onto your website and you click on that photo, I'm going to show you a description as well. When you click on that photo, it will say alt description. All descriptions work not only for people that are impaired, hearing impaired, or they have vision impaired or something like that, and they're probably using Braille, or they have a translator. It is what's going to read them in the background what your product is about. So when you're using alt descriptions, you're describing that image in a very short description type of way. So my alt description for that product, again, it would be the Kelsey black high cut one piece, and then in that alt description, that's where you can list more specs. It's the Kelsey black high cut one piece swimsuit by Mayhem Swim. It features this, that, and the other, and that's going to play in the background. So when someone types it in, you have an even higher search result because you have not only used that keyword in your title, but you've used it in your description, and you've used it again in the alt description of what your image is looking like. So the image based part is really important, and it's something that you should never forget. So when you're typing in on Google and you probably type in again black high cut one piece, usually you're going to navigate to the image button on Google and you're going to see all those images. But because mine has been leveraged and utilized and boosted 3 times already, I have a better chance of boosting my search rankings because of that. Now let's get into an even better part about search engine optimization, because again, this is something that a lot of people forget. So stay with me here. Stay with me. Now that we've talked about the keywords, your product descriptions, and your alt descriptions for your images, that's a 3-point system. Here is a whole nother 3-point system based around those 3 things that I already talked about. So we're going to take those 3 categories and narrow it down into one, and we're going to optimize all 3 of these things by creating another funnel based around the keywords that we have already been using. So what I'm talking about firsthand is linking. Okay, linking is so important. Okay, I talked about it a little bit when I talked about adding your product descriptions, in your product description another product to link to another product, so that you have a funnel based around your brand. But what I'm talking about more specifically when it comes to linking is after you have a product on your website, you have a link. That's a link to that product. On that page of that product, you are going to be very specific. You have to optimize that page so that that link is boosted even more. And if you don't know what I mean, if I'm losing you, don't worry. Come here. I got you, sis. I got you, bro. Don't even trip. Okay, I'm about to break it down a little bit further. All right, so linking, you need to create backlinks. If you've never heard what a backlink is, it's basically a link that links back to you. So for instance, like I do on this here YouTube channel, is I create my YouTube videos, I edit my YouTube videos, I upload my YouTube videos, and it is uploaded onto YouTube. That is one link. The link that all of you find the video on, that is one link. But for me, a backlink would be for me to share this video onto Facebook. I shared this video onto Facebook, and now that is another link that links you back to this YouTube channel, because you're not going to watch the whole video on Facebook. You're going to watch the whole video right here on YouTube on my channel. So that is a backlink. And then from Facebook, someone on Facebook might share my video to their profile so that everyone on their profile can see that I've uploaded a new video, and that is another backlink because another person linked my video to their audience, and it's also linking back to me right here on this YouTube channel. Okay, another instance of a backlink would be creating a backlink and sharing my video onto Pinterest or to Instagram or to Twitter or whatever it is. It's so many links surrounded around this one video, and so many opportunities for people to click to land them back onto this YouTube channel in higher hopes that they subscribe to my channel, because they landed here because they happen to see something in my keyword of my title that landed them here on this channel. Also in the description box of my channel, you will see that I always leave a description, because I'm describing what's happening in this video. I'm describing things based around the aesthetics of my channel, and I use keywords that people often find me for this channel. So I created a whole nother system when it comes to linking, because I have so many different links. Another alternative linking process, like I said, is linking any of your content. It doesn't have to be a YouTube channel, because I know a lot of people don't have YouTube channels, but it could be your product. If you're going back to that said product, that Kelsey black high cut one piece, I'm going to link that, and I'm going to share that photo, and I'm going to take that photo and send it over to Pinterest. I'm going to add it to the Pinterest stories, and I'm going to add it to an actual Pinterest pin. And when I do that, I have 2 ways for people to contact me to get back to my website onto that very specific product. Now, the more people that keeps coming back to your website, you're going to create this crawl in the back end of your website through SEO, and through that crawl is basically telling the search engines that people love this product, people love it so much that they keep coming back to this product, and they're going to start boosting you higher because it is something that people are searching for or something that you are attracting people to, so that you have these links that are leading you back to your said product. You never want to just post that thing and leave it and, you know, think that you're some sort of unicorn and people are going to come find you. No, you want to make sure that you are linking your things as much as possible. You don't want to be annoying with it, but you can create a system or a strategy or a schedule based around how you post things. When I post my videos here, I don't just link it automatically to everything that I'm involved in. I take some time and I understand that my audience works different across said platforms, and because I know the timings that work for my platforms, I'm able to boost myself higher and boost myself at certain time frames because I know people are going to come back, basically. Okay, now linking is the one point that we have that surrounds us through that keyword, product description, alt description, and then I link that. Okay, so I'm linking this and all of that is getting boosted even more. The second part that is going to go into this 3-point system, the next 3-point system as far as linking, is your pages. Okay, so the pages on your website would be the things like when you go to a website, you can see the top bar and it says men's, it says women's, it says accessories, it says shoes or whatever. That's what I'm talking about as far as pages. It's the thing on your website that people click on that takes them to another category so that people can search that specific category. Now, when you optimize these pages, and yes, you can optimize pages, you're going to add in on the back end. It's usually something along that page when you're creating that page on the side of the page description or whatever it is. You're going to add the description of the page and you're going to say, hey, this is the Mayhem Swim, blah, 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 blah. Mayhem Swim collection page for our one-piece swimsuits, because people are specifically going to that page to search one-piece swimsuits. And then you're going to say we feature high-cut one pieces, low-cut, full coverage, blah, 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 blah. You want to keep on adding in so many keywords surrounding your brand. Okay, you want to make things a lot easier for people and not have people searching and finding other brands over yours when you can do simple steps as far as optimizing. All right, so you link, you have pages, the pages link to the specific categories, and under those specific categories, you want to make sure each product is in that category so that people don't have a hard time searching your site. And the more and more people get familiar with your site, the higher your search ranking is, the easier it is for you to start popping up on that first page or the second page of Google, which is huge in my opinion. So you want to make sure that you're utilizing those things. The last part about this second 3-step system is after you have the links and the pages that link to other pages in other categories on your product or client-based business, is you want to focus on the actual content. Okay, now the content that you produce, I know this probably sounds like this should have been the first thing that I talked about. No, what I mean by content and focusing on your content and making sure that your content surrounds all of that is understanding that you as a businessman or a businesswoman, you have to really focus on your customer. So when it comes to content, you need to make sure that you are refreshing the image of your brand all the time. Okay, and I don't mean refresh your image with like a whole new rebranding or anything like that. That's nonsense. What I mean by refreshing them is don't always try to sell the same exact product with the same exact image. Try to get multiple images. Try to get different variations of an image. Try to create something lifestyle. Try to create something hip. Try to create something trendy. When you are trying to get that content out to someone, it may not look the same across every platform. When I'm trying to boost something on my Instagram, I'm not going to boost it the same way that I boost it on YouTube. I'm not going to boost that product the same way that I boost it on Pinterest or on Facebook or on Twitter. I use different images because there are different people that are attracted to different things on, the different platforms. Like on Twitter, I might try to sell a swimsuit and I'm showing more of my body because I know that on I know that on Twitter, I have an audience that is more attracted to more of the skimpier pieces, you know what I mean? As opposed to on Facebook, I'm going to utilize my content a little bit differently. I'm probably going to be advertising the exact same product. It's probably going to be a different pose, something a little bit more subtle because I have a much older audience that shops from Facebook with me. So I'm going to utilize that product differently because I am advertising to a different person. Okay, so you have to understand that your content is what's going to sell your products overall, but it's your content and how you relate to that and how you get these people back to your website. So I know that was a little long-winded. Listen, I know, okay, but you guys came here for the tea and I gave it to you. So I will see you guys in my next video. If you like anything about my content, anything about my channel, anything about me, you know, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you smash that like button, because it helps show other people my video. It helps boost me in the search engines, okay? So I will see you guys in my next video. Until then,